What's going on? I am out at Lackawanna State Park today, and as you can tell, it's a little snowy, it's a little messy. I'm supposed to get up close to 50 today, so I didn't want to go out and do anything too remote because this is going to be impossible to walk in at some point. So I drove up here to Lackawanna State Park, and I was kind of walking around the campground because, well, the campground here is closed in the winter. And just want to kind of check it out. Haven't been in all these loops, so I figured I'd walk around, take a look at some of these campsites and bring you along with me. Give you an idea of what the, well, there's the yurts. I want to go check those out. What the campsites look like here. So let me flip the camera around. And this is the Carpentertown loop. And this is, this looks like it's got an electric. Yeah, so these sites all have electric. They got a pull-in pad, so these are for like RVs mostly. So you got your electric hookup here. There's probably 2 outlets in there. Yep. Oh, 4 outlets actually. Some high voltage and some standard. These are all off right now. And I'm not sure if there's a water hookup in these or not. I don't see a water hookup. Doesn't look like it. But a fire ring and a picnic table and a bag hanger or a lamp hanger. And most of these campsites in here are very similar. So let's walk through. I think the facilities are probably closed, but we'll walk down and take a look at those. And yeah, it's not too slippery. And up there you can hear this chainsaws. The park has come through and cleared a lot of the down trees and stuff that fall in the winter, and then they drag it up there to that parking lot. And I guess it's free for anybody to just go up and chop up some firewood. So there's a couple trucks up there, some trailers. They're cutting it up and hauling it out here. There's a lot of it though. So here's our bear-proof, well, bear resilient garbage recycling. And that's the women's room. All right, so probably closed. I'd say. Oh no, social distancing. No one may enter restrooms while staff is cleaning. The bear information. Some emergency shelter in case there is a tornado, which is rare around here but not impossible. And yes, it's closed. So generally these facilities will have toilets, sinks, and a couple showers is usually what's in those. So these are pretty cool. This would be a neat option for camping that's not, you know, kind of glamping camping. But you got the yurt, and there looks like there's a keypad on it. Oh, they got a master lock key lock there, so they give you the code so you can get in and out. They're kind of soft-sided. They've got window flaps there. I don't want to mess with it too much. But yeah, I think they're just all soft side. Yeah, canvas. That's pretty cool. You got a little porch. You got a light. I wonder if there's electricity inside. Well, that's cool. And then, well, I mean, these are electric sites, so yeah, you've got your picnic table, you got a fire pit. There's an electrical hookup in each one of these too. That'd be cool. I mean, they are right, that's the main park road right there. So you're kind of close to the park road, and I only see 2 here. So they probably book pretty quickly. Maybe if I can get one reserved one of these days, I'll do a yurt camping adventure. That'd be cool. Something different. All right, I'm gonna walk around this one a little bit and then head up to the next the next loop. It is important to note that, so Lackawanna State Park, let me get off the road, that's nice. Lackawanna State Park is no camping during the winter. I think their campground closes in October, I believe. It's been most of them close if they're not going to be open for the winter. But not every state park is closed for camping, so you got to kind of check what they offer. I know Promised Land has limited sites open, and they have some really nice bathrooms over there with heated floors. I've done some winter camping. When I was testing winter gear a few years ago, I'd go over to Promised Land and do it because I knew if things got too bad, I could just go into one of the restrooms and warm up. Like, I mean, you could just drive away, but you know, heated floors in the bathroom, really, really nice feature to have. So I'm gonna check out this loop, and then I'll head up to the next one. All right, so I'm still in the Carpentertown Loop, but they have a separate walk-in tenting site here. So here's the parking lot for it. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking spots. These sites are generally not remote. And here's the first one here. So yes, they are walk-in, meaning your car's not right in the campsite with you, but you're not remote. 10 feet off the parking lot, 20 feet off the parking lot. But it's nice. So unlike the Francis Slocum State Park, where their walk-in sites are their own separate loop, and they are fairly remote for state park camping. Most state parks aren't like that. Like, there's the main park road right there. I mean, there's the lake. You're not far from everything, but you're still right in the campground. There's one. Here's two. Where's the other ones? Oh, they're right along there. There's more there. So they're not bad. If you don't care about having your car right next to you, it's a nice option. They do have some slightly more remote walk-in sites. The ones I stayed at a few years ago. See if we can see how slippery that hill is. See if we can get down there. All right, still in the same Carpentertown Loop, and I got little tiny cabins. These are pretty cool too. So the yurts are back there, and what are these cabins? Maybe 15 by 20. They got a really nice sized deck on here. Electricity on these. You got the key, the lock. There's the power pedestal. The window along that side, probably a window along the back. And you can't really see inside of them. They got the shades drawn. But if you go online, the state park website, they will show what the interiors look like. It's probably like a small little kitchen area / living area / dining area, and some bunks. I don't think there's any separate rooms in these. There's 2 of these as well. And there's your fire pit. I don't believe there's running water in these, but right there, you can see a little blue sign. That is water spigot. Not a hand pump, but just a water spigot. There's a couple of those in here. So this loop's got all kinds of options in here. Car camping, yurts, walk-in sites, cabins. And I imagine this loop gets plenty packed. Probably fills up pretty quickly. All right, this is the Fox Run Loop. This is a pet-friendly camping loop. The Carpentertown is a no pet area. So they do separate them. That climb, you're walking up an icy road, it's no joke. So these are similar: picnic table, fire ring, parking pad, but I don't see electrical hookups in these ones. So this looks like, oh, that one's got one. I mean, some do, some don't. So take a closer look at their water system here. They're marked by these little blue placards, and they're not hand pumps. This is a pressurized system, and it's shut off now. Obviously, it's winter. If you just lift this up, it turns on the spigot. It is potable, or potable, however you say that, however you pronounce it in your local region. I always filter mine and boil mine anyway. You never know. You never know. So this is nice. You're up a little further off of the main road. As you see behind me, it just kind of drops off. Yeah, this site has power. This site and this site, yeah, these all have power up on the side. But they're a little more, they look to be a little quieter the way this one's laid out. You could get a small RV in these, I suppose, if you really wanted to. But it's nice that they're all angled kind of away from each other, the parking areas. I mean, this one is pointing right at this one. And this one is pointing directly at that one. So headlights could be an issue, I suppose. But you work with the room you got. And then there's the bathroom. A little bit older looking bathroom over there. Actually, that looks like it's roped off. Let's go see what's going on with that. So, no, not roped off. It's like a shelf or something over here. There's snow on it. And the angle I was looking at it from made it look funny. Oh, is this like a sink? Oh, this might be a wash station. Look at that. Yeah. So there's a wash station in here so you can wash your dishes. Let's see what this is. Be considerate. Guessing that's an honor box. Alright, so there's two different wash stations. Well, that's cool. And then the bathrooms on the side. Men's and women's. I wonder what this is. Hot water heaters, I'm guessing. I don't think they have laundry in here, which would be interesting if they did. There's the water tank. I don't know if that's still in use. But you may notice that is on the very top of the hill. That, oh, sorry. You may notice that is right on top of the hill. That is how they get their water pressure. All the water goes in there and it acts like a natural aquifer down to the campsites, because pretty sure all the camp loops are below that. That's interesting engineering right there. Man-made aquifer. So looking down into the park there, and you may be able to make out the construction vehicles down there. They have been doing a lot of work to this park over the past few years. They redid the swimming area right before COVID, so that really hasn't helped them out too much. But they are constantly doing improvements here. And we've got a playground up ahead of me, right there. Let's see, did that one hit it? There you go, playground right there. And then there's a vista here. And you can see Mostly looks like ash that they've taken down right on the edge of the road here. So that probably fell during the winter. And this is the Aspen Overlook. And we're looking right at a pile of dirt. Interesting. Okay. Well, I wonder what they're doing in here, because that used to be the walk-in campsites. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up and see what they're doing. So this road went down, and then there was a parking area like right in there. Then you walked back into here to the walk-in campsites, but it would appear as though those are gone. See if I can find any information on that. Well, that was the Ledges camping area. I looked online. I don't see any information about what they're doing down there, but they have really cleared that out. So I'm curious to see what happens down there. I mean, there was only like 5 campsites down there. It wasn't huge, but I don't know. Like I said, I camped there once, and it was okay. I mean, you couldn't really hammock in there, I don't think. Yeah, they really wiped that out. Those campsites were right below here. I don't think they're there anymore. No, they're pouring footers. Huh. I don't know if you can see these, but they got like, oh, those are for footers or for drainage. There's a bunch of them in there though. Maybe for drainage or all the way around it. Now they've already got a swimming area here. I can't imagine they're putting in a swimming pool up here. But wow. Yeah, this was a field right here. And then that was forest. And the campsites were all like semicircle right in there. So you kind of were looking, you'd park and walk in, and there's a big field there. Got some cool astrophotography from there a few years ago. So interesting to see what they do. This is the area where the crows stole our coffee. If you've ever seen amped up crows on caffeine, it is something to see. All right, so these campsites up here also have electric. I walked right by the sign. I didn't even notice what the name of this campground is. Let's see. All right, Maple Lane. This is Maple Lane. Now this used to share the bathrooms with Ledges down there. There was a path that came up to these bathrooms, so they were shared. Water. Yeah, I'm really curious. I'll have to do some more research on that. Quick search on the old interwebs. Turned up nothing. Next loop of campsites. These are all walk-ins. So let's see. I know these go straight back, so some of them are a little more remote than others, but they're all pretty close. Let's take a quick look. Here's the first one. And you can see they're all just right in line. And here's the last one. I don't know about hammocking in this one, but maybe. It's not bad. You're pretty close to the bathroom. So it's a thing that the DCNR does a lot of good things. They get a lot of things right. One of the things they get really, really wrong though are their walk-in campsites. I'm not sure who came up with this concept of walk-in campsites. Like if you're walking in, you're kind of walking in because you want to be away from people. But this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 campsites, all within almost whispering distance of each other. Like they're too close. You got all this space up here. Look at this room. Like down there, that's where like I would have the walk-in campsites and have them separated a little bit. Just have a little path that goes through. It doesn't have to be backpacking, but a little separation. This is why people think that camping is like setting up right on top of your neighbor. I get it's a state park, it's a different kind of camping, but you got the room, you're not using it. Like I don't know what they're doing in that section back there. It used to be walk-in campsites, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be walk-ins anymore. People like space. All right, one more loop to look at. Let's go take a look. Alrighty, sites 92 through 96, Little Fern. Oh, what did I say? No pets? No pets. All right. And there's a trail right there. I might take that back down and around. We'll see. Sun's starting to try to peek out. The Woodland Trail. I've come up that trail before. So this is a small loop. It's getting windy. Little sites. You don't see electricity in these ones. Nice view into the forest. Yeah, they're all about the same. 4 little campsites, all in a row. So it's a nice little campground. This campground gets super busy in the summer. This place is always packed. And we're not far from Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. We're not far from New York State. This park definitely gets very, very busy. All right, let's go down to Woodland and Grouse. And this takes me down to the 2 ponds. We'll see how slippery this is walking in with as warm as it is. This is Big Bass Pond, I believe. How sketchy does this bridge look? This bridge is right at water level. Let's see. I got my waterproof boots on. It's pretty stable. I think it's just resting on the ground. I don't think it's really a bridge. It's more of like just a bridge structure. I don't think it's that deep. I do know that this little island is snake haven in the summer. I've come out here before and there's just black snakes everywhere. Also, I lost a bobber. Cool little spot. All right, there's one more little pond here. Go check that out. And this is only like 5 minutes from the campground. So if you walk down that trail, you're only 5 minutes down the trail. Cool little pond. And the next pond is really only a minute down the trail. It's not far at all. Straight over there. And then here we are. Bullfrog Pond. This one's little. There used to be a trail going around it. Looks pretty overgrown to me. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's all. This hasn't been walked around in a while. Cool tree with the moss though. Sky's trying to break up a little bit. Got some blue sky. More of it's on its way. Probably right as I get back to the car, the sun will come out. That's okay though. It's keeping this icy, sleety snow kind of walkable. Oh, another bobber. Right there. All right, so that is Blaze. So I went through and Blaze this, but the trail is supposed to go up there and connect to the main trail system. This is clearly heading in that general direction, and it is a trail, but not on the map. Yes, I am seeing that, right? That's real. Okay. No, not seeing things. Now, I've gotten off the trail coming from this direction, because where the map shows it is supposed to be, it's not. And it turns and goes up that way. And I just happened to run into a hiker once who was like, oh yeah, just follow what looks like a trail. And then you'll run into it. I'm not going to get lost in here. I know where the trail is. I'm curious to see where this actually comes out, because I've missed it before coming the other way. So, I mean, I know I'm pretty hungry right now, so maybe I'm not really seeing these markings. Okay, so it looks like it goes that way, but that was clearly part of this at one point, and I'm just gonna hope that whoever leaned that up against the tree put that in the right orientation. Some trees have come down here. All right, well, there's a Blaze there. So, and I know the trail I want is right over there, because that's the cow field. This is taking me away from where I want to go. I think this is taking me back to the campground. Actually, I know exactly what trail this is. So there was a split right below the campground. I went straight and there was a trail that came in this way. I think that's what this is. I'm gonna bushwhack. Just because I know where I'm going. And I don't want to go back up to the campground. I want to come out a different way. Right in these pines in here, I will run into the main hiking trail that I'm looking for. Here it is. Oh, all right. This is the way I want to go. Oh, no cows. So right on the edge of this farm here, you kind of see through the trees. And oh, here's the barbed wire fence. And every once in a while I'll come through here. And the cows actually really like forest. It's nice and shady for them. So they will come right over here sometimes and just be right next to the trail. It's pretty cool. So we see some cows. No cows today. Seeing lots of deer tracks, rabbit tracks, and canine tracks of some kind. It could be coyote, it could just be dog, just be someone's pet. It is beautiful though. So I just came down from this way. Trail cuts across here and heads down to the spillway of the lake. This is getting pretty slick, and I know it's not a bad descent down to the road, but from where the spillway is back up to where the car is always wet and mushy and kind of nasty. And it's gonna be, I don't think it's gonna be any better today. So this is like an old forest road, looks like, maybe an old farm road, and it heads me back up. The campground is right up on top here, so this takes me up towards the campground, where I can just go down, head back down the paved road, which might be a little better bet, or at the very least this will get me up on the ridge so I can kind of cross back over to the parking lot a little bit easier than trying to climb up a spot I know is going to be really mushy. I'm actually really hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet, and I wasn't expecting to be out here this long. So all I got with me is my water. So I was kind of expecting to stay in the campground. So if I can get back to the car with fighting as least as possible, it'll be good. This is an actual trail. There's a blue blaze right there. And there's something on that side. It's just another blue blaze. Yeah, there's like a wooden blue blazer. Okay. Let's see where this takes me. All right, well, that's familiar. The grouse trail in North Woods. The North Woods is the trail I usually take. Now on the Grouse Trail, which is the trail I was on when I came down out of the campground. So that's comforting. No, I'm going the right way. I'm pretty sure there's a campsite right on the other side of this thicket here. Can you hear the crow? That's a different call. That's cool. Might be a raven. I've been seeing more ravens in the area than I have in a very, very long time. Oh yeah, there's, I think that's the road right there. Oh yeah, this will make it easy to get back up onto the park, the campground road. Nice. All right, I know this wasn't a really exciting video, but sometimes you just do what the weather and the trail conditions allow. And that was kind of checking out the campground and there's 2 little ponds. But it got me out for, almost 2 hours. Good. So if you guys enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. And if you like stuff like this, hit that subscribe button. And I've got some trips planned. Possibly a little backpacking next weekend. Like I said, it all depends on the weather. I always use that as contingency. But that's what we're planning right now. And I got a couple bigger trips that I'm working on. So, and something Hemlock Mountain Outdoors related. As soon as I get more information on that, that'll be at the end of April. So might be a spot where if you want to come out and check out some Hemlock Mountain Outdoors gear, or just come meet up if you've been watching the videos and you want to meet. I'm going to be at a spot where that will be a possibility. So that's going to do it for this one. I need to get food. I'm starving. See you next time.